everyone, and welcome to day 6 of the Yorkshire Festival of Story. My name's Jess, and I'm joined today by the lovely Mara.
Hello, everybody. Lovely to see you.
And we're really grateful for you tuning in today. So, Mara, what's been your favourite bit of the festival so far?
I hate that question because everything has been wonderful. First of all, even just despite the shows, the atmosphere, like the people,
Yes,
you guys,
absolutely.
But yesterday, just listening to Lena, hearing about the her experience, and then the other shows was with Nazreen, who was talking about her father leaving Uganda. It's all been really fun. And then, of course, I had my little show as well with the schools.
That was my favourite. That was my favourite. If you've not been to our schools event, we had Mara and the Incredible Papillon on Thursday with music and stories, and we performed live to a school in the joinery, and that was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it?
They were great.
They were so lovely. Well, I'm really excited because today we're announcing the winners of our children's story competition for 2025. This was really exciting. We had way more entries than we expected. 136 children from across the globe entered and sent us their stories on the theme of courage. Before I tell you who wins, I'm really delighted to welcome former Children's Laureate and author Anne Fine to our stream today to tell us a little bit about judging the story competition. So please, in your living rooms, in your kitchens, wherever you are, please put your hands together for Anne Fine. Hi, Anne. How are you this morning?
I'm very well indeed this morning. I'm delighted to be here. I really am. I mean, what a competition it was. And I mean, I'm not in the first bloom of youth. And so over my career, I have judged an awful lot of competitions. And I don't think I've ever come across one in which the standard was so high and the stories were so varied. I mean, we had absolutely everything from straight ones to stories with people with accents about smugglers living in Cornwall caves. I could almost see them. We had the most wonderful stories. And normally I worry, will there be enough good ones for first, second, third? In this case, I could have given first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I could have right the way down, not quite to 136, but getting on that way. I've so enjoyed it. I so enjoyed it. It was my bedtime reading for quite a time. I'm really glad you invited me.
We're so pleased, Anne. And I remember having a conversation with you when you were judging the entries, and we've actually got joint third this year because you couldn't make a decision. That's right, isn't it?
It wasn't me that just couldn't make a decision, Jess. I'd like to point out that there was more than one person in it at that point.
I know. Me and I couldn't make a call.
Nobody could help me. So we had to do that. So there we are. We've actually got 4 winners.
Yes, and we're really excited. So I have the names here. And then after we've announced our winners, I am going to read the first place winner story because it was just absolutely fantastic. So I'm really, really pleased to share that the third place winners for the Yorkshire Festival of Story Children's Story Competition for 2025, in joint third place, we have Kate Chu with Moving to England as a Child and Lee Kao Wen with An Act of Courage. Thank you ever so much, guys.
Well done.
Well done. Our second place and first place. Now, Anne and I had quite a debate about this and where they were going to fall. And I'm really pleased to share that our second place winner with Boggle Bay is Una Kelly Edwards.
Oh, lovely.
And our first place winner with the story Ben and the Purple Door, Sharvil Jadav. Now, Anne, I'm going to ask you before I read Ben and the Purple Door, which is Sharvil's winning story, what recommendations, what advice would you give to our young writers who've submitted our entries this year?
Oh, the basic advice is read, read, read. I mean, and don't just read the same author all the time because you've beached up on someone that you love. Read all sorts of things because actually everybody thinks that writing is the practice that writing is the practice for writing, and it isn't. I mean, when you think about it, reading is the practice for writing, because when you read, you actually can, without you even noticing it, you're learning how it works. You're learning how drama works. You're learning how pathos works. You're learning how description works. And when you read a book and you put it down, you think that is so boring. That is something that you'll avoid doing when you do it. And I do have to say this, very, very often, a writer's best work is their first work. So it's not the practice in the writing, reading all the time, as much as you can. And that was what was so lovely about these stories. It was so obvious that so many of these children had read widely. They knew how it worked. They maybe don't know why it works, but they are learning almost through their skin how writing works. And I congratulate them all for it.
Thank you so much, Anne. And thank you for being our judge this year. It's been an absolute delight to have you with us. So everyone in your living rooms, in your kitchens, please put one last hand together for Anne Fine. Thank you so much, Anne.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, it's time. Let's hear our winning story. Ben and the Purple Door.
I feel like there should be a little drum roll.
I feel like I need a drum roll.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, let's go.
Thanks very much, Mara. Ben walked through the alleyway, shrouded in damp, biting mist. He checked his tattered map again, the crumpled paper showing the spot where his grandmother said the legendary Locket of Clarity might be found. The map says it's here, he mumbled, squinting into the gloom. He saw nothing. Had he been tricked? His mind buzzed with questions. You came to see me, didn't you? Ben spun around. A tall, cloaked silhouette emerged from the swirling mist, a deeper shadow in the fading light. Yes, I came for you to give me something, Ben replied, trying to steady his voice. Ah, yes. Follow me. Ben watched as a door shimmered into existence out of nowhere. It pulsed with an eerie purple glow, not there a minute ago. He felt a knot of apprehension tighten in his stomach, his hands clammy. But a brave part of him pushed the fear aside. He followed the silhouette through the doorway. The air on the other side was thick and still, smelling faintly of ozone and old dust. It wasn't a room, but a vast, echoing space. The purple lights from the doorway cast long, shifting shadows that danced like spectres. There were no walls, no ceiling, just an endless, inky blackness. The silhouette turned. You seek the truth, do you not? Its voice resonated from everywhere at once. The courage to face what truly lies within. Ben's heart hammered against his ribs. He had come for the locket, rumoured to grant clarity, but this felt different. I came for the locket, he stated, his voice steadier than he felt. The silhouette chuckled, a sound like dry leaves. The locket is merely a key. The something you seek is earned, not given. Suddenly, the purple light intensified, swirling around Ben. Images flickered, moments of past failures, missed opportunities, fears buried deep. He saw himself freezing during a school play, botching a job interview, avoiding a difficult conversation. Each image came with a whisper, amplifying his self-doubt. This was a test, not a monster, but a battle within his own mind. Panic almost overwhelmed him. He squeezed his eyes shut, but then a flicker of defiance ignited. He'd walked into this alley, followed a shadow, stepped through a door that defied logic. He wouldn't back down now. He reopened his eyes, not to hide, but to focus. He acknowledged each fear, each regret, accepting them as parts of his journey, not letting them define him. The swirling images began to fade, replaced by the steady, unwavering purple glow. A strange calm settled over him, like a heavy weight had been lifted. The silhouette stood still. You understand, it murmured, a hint of respect in its voice. The courage to face oneself is the truest courage of all. You have earned your clarity. Wasn't that amazing?
It was brilliant.
It was brilliant. Did you have a
Loved
favorite
it.
bit?
I could see just the vision of the purple shimmering door and the excitement and the pull and the magnetic draw to it. I was feeling that bit. And
Oh,
yeah, and just
amazing.
being able to, I think, just like you said, confront yourself and
Yes.
face your fears and have the courage
Absolutely.
to keep going. Yeah.
I could see it all so clearly. It was amazing. Well, thank you very much to all of our parents and teachers who are watching, who have submitted our stories this year. If your child or pupil has entered, we will be in touch very soon with certificates for everyone, including those who were our finalists, who was sent to Anne. And thank you ever so much for getting stuck in. Now, Mara,
Yes.
I hear there's some stuff that people should stick around for this morning.
Absolutely.
What's
There
going on at
is.
11:30?
So at 11:30, I have my show. So yesterday we had the school in, and today we have got crocodiles and the crocodiles, monkeys, and other stories from across Africa, which I will be sharing with some people here, which I'm very excited about. So that's 11:30, and then this evening we have. I'm not by myself. I am with the amazing Papillon Musa, who is maybe one of the most magnificent musicians you will ever hear, and he comes and he plays the nyatiti. So if you've never heard the nyatiti, you should join us for that. And also the kalimba, which is the thumb piano, and he's got the voice of an angel. And we will be sharing stories from Scotland and across the African continent. So absolutely, those two shows today.
Amazing.
Very exciting.
And your show, it's being streamed as well, so everyone watching
Yes.
can come along at 11:30, can't they?
Absolutely.
And we'll put the link to that in the chat.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's rainy today. So.
it's rainy.
So it's
Stay in.
Stay in and
Stay
hear
in,
some
listen to some stories. Absolutely. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Mara. And thank you to Anne and everyone who's joining us at home. Still to come, please do stay around for 11:30, Mara's show, The Crocodile, the Monkey and Other Stories. The link will be in the chat. And if you're around this evening, there's some amazing music. Thanks ever so much for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.